Okay, let's continue on with page 2 of this review. Center is -10, -8. Tangent at x equal -14. So I'm going to draw these points. So at -10, -8, somewhere right here, so -10, -8. That's the center of my circle. There is a tangent line at x equal -14. So it means that my radius is from here to here. So that's going to be my circle, something like that. So what's the distance from -10 to -14? That distance is 4. Okay, so that means that my radius is 4. So this equation is x plus 10 squared plus y plus 8 squared equal 4 squared, which is 16. Okay. The next one is a little bit different. I don't know that we've seen one like this, but it is a little bit of algebra, a little bit of geometry. The diameter of this circle is at 1, -1. So 1, -1. And the other end of the diameter is at -5, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So -5, 5, somewhere up here. So this is the diameter of my circle. So the radius will be half of that. I need to figure out the center. So graphically, you might can eyeball it. It looks like it's about -2, 2, but I can find that the midpoint. You just simply add the x value to the y value divided by 2. So 1 plus -5 over 2, and -1 plus 5 over 2. That's my midpoint. So that's going to be -4 over 2 and 4 over 2. So 2, 2 is the midpoint. So this point is actually at 2, 2. So that's the center of my circle. So I just need to figure out what the radius is going to be. And I can use my right triangle to do that. So if I draw from here to here, from 1 to -2, I'm drawing a little bit oddly here. So if I go from 1 to a -2, that distance is 3. From a -1 to a +2, that distance is 3. And so I need to figure out this side from the Pythagorean theorem. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So that means that 9 plus 9 equals c squared. That's 18 equals c squared. That's 2 times 9 equals c. So that's going to be 3 times the square root of 2. So the radius is 3 times the square root of 2. And the center is at -2, 2. So if I look at this, then I have x plus 2 squared plus y minus 2 squared equal, what is 3 root 2 squared? That's going to be 18. That's 9 times 2. So that's the equation of this particular circle. So we haven't seen one like that. It's doubtful you're going to see one that looks like that on the quiz. The next thing is looking graphically. So graphically, I know that this is the center. So my center is at 0, 1, and my radius is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that equation is x minus 0 squared plus y minus 1 squared equals 4 squared. Similarly, if I come over here, the center of this circle is at -1, 1. The radius of this circle is 1, 2, 3. So this is x plus 1 squared plus y minus 1 squared equals 3 squared, or 9, is the radius of that circle. Here you have the opportunity to complete the square in order to figure this out. So I'm just going to group terms together. So x squared minus 10x, I'm going to leave some space. Y squared minus 2y equal 118. So to complete the square in x, I need to add half of 10 is 5, so 5 squared. And then to complete the square in y, half of 2 is 1. I'm going to have to add 1. So I'm adding, 25 plus 1. So this becomes x plus 5 squared plus y minus 1 squared equal 118 plus 26, which is 144. So that means that my center is at -5, 1, and my radius is the square root of 144, which is 12. Okay. Similarly over here, I do the same thing. I'm going to group the x's and y's, so I'll have x squared plus 28x, I'll leave some space there, plus y squared minus 16y, leave some space, equals -244. Let's bring that to the other side. To complete the square in x, I'm going to have to add, 14 squared. To complete the square in y, I have to add 8 squared. If I add those to the left, I must also add those to the right. So on the left, I now have x plus 14 squared plus y minus 8 squared equals, so 14 squared is 196 plus 64, and that's 260 minus 244, that equals 16. So this is a circle centered at -14, 8 with a radius of 4. Okay? That's it for the circles. Then we move into the ellipses. So in the ellipse, I want to find the center, the vertices, the co-vertices, the foci, and the length of the major and the minor axis. So it's helpful to always know the formula. So it's x minus h squared over a squared plus y minus k squared over b squared equals 1. So this is centered at -2, -1. So my center is -2, -1. So I can graph that, -2, -1, which is right here. In this case, remember A is going to be equal to 5, B is going to be equal to 3. This is a horizontal ellipse. Okay? So it means that the distance from the center to the vertices is going to be 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts me right here for one of my vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts me here for my other vertices. So my vertices are going to be, in this case, if I look at it, this is what, 3, -1. So 3, -1. And the next one over here is -7, -1. And then my co-vertices, we'll use the B for that. So from the center, if I go up 3, 1, 2, 3, right here, and I go down 3, 1, 2, 3, those are my co-vertices. So at -2, 2, and -2, -4. So my ellipse looks like this. And then I just need to find what are the foci and the length of the major and minor. The major axis corresponds with A, so I already know that the length of the major, so the length of the major is 2 times 5, which is 10. The length of the minor is 2 times 3, which is 6. So the only thing left to find would be the foci. So first I need to find the focal distance. So to do that, I know that c squared is the absolute value of a squared minus b squared. So that's 25 minus 9, which is 16. So C is equal to 4. Okay. So it tells me that if I travel, since this is a horizontal ellipse, a distance of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I get to one focal point, 1, 2, 3, 4, I get to the other focal point. So my foci, let's see if I can write the root here. So the foci are going to be at, this is going to be 2, negative 1. And the other one you see over here is going to be at negative 6, negative 1. And similarly, we'll look at problem 16 to do the same concept. So I've got it here as my form right here that I want everything in. I already know that the center of this one is going to be at 3, negative 2. So at 3, negative 2, which is right here. And in this case, I know that A is equal to 3, B is equal to 4. This is a vertical ellipse in this case. So to find my vertices, I'm going to have to, from this point, go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one vertex. If I go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is my other vertex. So my vertices are going to be at 3, 2, and at 3, negative 6. And then the co-vertices, I'm going to use B. Those are the vertices using B. I'll use A to find the co-vertices, so it's going to just use a 3. So let me just change the color. So 1, 2, 3, that's one co-vertex. 1, 2, 3, that's the other one right here. So those points are what? 6, negative 2. So my co-vertex, 6, negative 2, and at 0, negative 2. So I know enough now to graph. This is, remember, a vertical ellipse. Only thing left to find will be the foci. In this case, they're going to be on the axis that goes vertically through the ellipse. So again, I just go back to c squared is the absolute value of a squared minus b squared, which in this case, that's going to be the absolute value of what, 9 minus 16, which is going to be the absolute value of negative 7. So absolute value of 7. So c is going to be the square root of 7. So to find where the foci are located, they're going to be located on this vertical line. So the x value stays the same. So this x value is 3. So for the foci, it's going to be 3. My center is at negative 2, but I'm going to have to go up square root of 7. So negative 2 plus root 7. And then the other point is going to be 3, negative 2 minus root 7. So 3, negative 2 minus root 7 are the foci. Okay? That's page 2 of the review. We'll continue on in just a moment.